What's up, guys? So I did a little Q&A, wanted to pull a question that I thought many people could benefit from on the channel. And by the way, the Instagram is Half-Wicked Labs. If you guys want to follow me there, I answer every single DM. So if you guys ever have a question about any cycles, any type of advice, anything like that, I answer all of your DMs. Now, it may take some time just due to the amount of DMs I get, but I will get to your message. And without further ado, does 500 milligrams of test shut you down forever, or a PCT would help? So there's a couple variables you're really gonna have to think about when asking that question. So 500 milligrams, would that shut you down if you're running one cycle, couple cycles, even a handful of cycles? No. And when I say shut you down, I mean forever. Yeah, temporarily it might shut down your testicular production. You may need to run a post-cycle therapy, and you definitely should run a post-cycle therapy, because I always advise, if you're running anything, even remotely suppressive, run a post-cycle therapy. It's your health. Hormones, it's your health. You want to feel good. You want to have energy. You want to have a sex drive. You want everything to bounce back as quick as possible. So there's also a couple things to factor into this question. Genetics, length of time. So some people with their genetics, they can run cycles at higher dosages for longer durations of time, and they may experience no suppression at all, you know, when they go get their blood work after their cycle, versus you could have someone on the complete other end of the spectrum who could run the same exact cycle and be completely like suppressed for an extremely long duration of time. So to answer this question as simple as possible, does 500 milligrams of test shut you down forever? No, especially because most people aren't going to be running 500 milligrams of testosterone forever. They might run a couple cycles. They might cycle off, do a post-cycle therapy. They may take time off and not run a post-cycle therapy. Then they might try a different cycle. So it's not going to shut you down forever. There is definitely methods you can do in order to bounce your testosterone levels back to where they should be. So that's what I wanted to show you guys in this video here. Let me move the notes over. Now this is probably going to be really small on your guys' YouTube screen, but I'll read it off for you. So this is the post-cycle therapy that I follow myself back in the day when I used to take things. Of course, I'm on TRT now, so I don't have to run a post-cycle therapy. I plan on being on TRT for the rest of my life. So this part is going to be optional at the top, but it's HCG. And right after your cycle, you're going to start with 1,000 micrograms every other day, EOD, for 8 days. Then in your second week, you are going to do 500 micrograms every other day for 6 days. And then after that time frame, you are going to do 250 micrograms of HCG every other day for 4 days. Now that part's optional. I know it's hard to find HCG. Some people don't want to do injections. And this is basically just to fill your testes or your testicles back out and to get your testicular function going at a more rapid pace. Once again, it's not needed, but I do advise it if you want like an actual hardcore legit PCT. Now, as for the PCT, that's going to be simple and oral, what everyone can do. By the way, I want to let you guys know Half-Wicked is actually going to have a PCT product that is going to have everything I'm about to discuss in it at the end of this week. So it may not be out around the time this video launches, but within a couple of days of whenever you watch this video, it will be available. So jumping back to the PCT, so we covered the HCG, then 1 week after HCG, or 1 week after your last, let's say SARM you took, last oral you took. It really depends what the ester of whatever you're taking would be. So if you're taking testosterone, for instance, in this question, 500 milligrams, I assume it would probably be an N-enthate or cypionate, which is going to be in your system for a longer duration of time. So if that was the case, I would say wait definitely a couple weeks until the ester clears your system. You're basically just getting everything out of your body. So then when you start taking the PCT, you're just ready to bounce back. Because if you still have testosterone in your body and you're running the PCT, it still might be effective, but it's not going to be as effective as if everything was already cleared out of your body. Because you're still going to have that foreign testosterone in your body causing suppression. But anyways, once everything has cleared your system, you will take Clomid. For the first week, you are going to do 50 milligrams of Clomid daily. For the second week, you are going to do 50 milligrams daily once again. And then for weeks 3 and 4, you are going to do 25 milligrams daily of Clomid. Now, I personally like to have in my PCT protocol HCG, Clomid, and Nolva. So now we're going to go over Nolva. If you were to, need an option, you can only get one, which by the way, the Half-Wicked is going to have both in it. But if you can only afford one, I personally like Nolva better than Clomid. And for week 1 and 2, you are going to do 40 milligrams daily of Nolva. And for weeks 3 and 4, you are going to do 20 milligrams daily. So those are essentially the 3 compounds that you are going to want in a proper, legit PCT. Now, there may be some PCT products that are out there that you've seen on bodybuilding.com or these other supplement websites that are going to be essentially just a testosterone booster, right? They're going to be like Tribulus or something along those lines that is meant for like older men who are on the decline of testosterone, not for people that have just gotten off of cycles and are experiencing severe testosterone suppression. You want legit things that are going to bounce you back as quick as possible. And this 3 is really going to be that. So for me, my personal experience, what I have gone through in the past, like you heard me mention, I don't do it anymore because I'm on TRT, but HCG, Clomid, and Nova. If you don't want to do injections, you're afraid of injections for whatever reason, maybe you can't find HCG as well, then you could definitely opt for just the oral of the Clomid and the Nova. And once again, if for some reason your finances are tight, because I know there's a lot of college kids, even probably high schoolers, even though I do not recommend anyone take anything ever, take your health into consideration, do not do anything without your doctor's supervision. There's still going to be people that make the choice to do things, so I want them to be safe. So yeah, your finances may be tight, you may not be able to afford Clomid and Nova, so you could definitely opt for one. Some people prefer Clomid over Nova, but for me, my personal experience, what I have seen, Nova just works better for me. I also wanted to tell you guys to do your blood work. Do it before your cycle, do it mid-cycle, and do it after your cycle. That way you can assess how much testosterone suppression you're going through, what your estrogen levels are at, your thyroid, your liver enzymes, essentially everything that's going on within your body. So you know after your post-cycle therapy how close you got back to before when you started your cycle, if you're healthy, if you're still suppressed, if you need more work. That's really my biggest suggestion. So to answer this question, once again, does 500 milligrams of test shut you down forever? No, you can definitely bounce back. There's a lot of people who even go on TRT for years on end and get their natural testicular function back through essentially this protocol, HCG, Clomid, and Nova. There is people that do get shut down forever after long durations of time taking testosterone. But like you heard me mention, it's time duration, it's genetic based. There's a lot of variables that go into it. But for the average individual that is running a couple cycles, 500 milligrams of test shut you down forever? No, but it will definitely shut you down temporarily. And you want to be able to bounce yourself back as quick as possible with a post-cycle therapy. I always recommend post-cycle therapy. Once again, do not do anything without your doctor's supervision. This video is all for informational and educational purposes only. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And once again, if you guys want any of your questions answered about cycles, lifestyle, essentially anything pertaining to anabolics, make sure to follow the Instagram, Half Wicked Labs. I interact with all you guys on there. I will answer your DM. I guarantee I will answer every single DM, but it may take me some time just due to the amount because like you guys just heard me mention, however many people watch this and I've watched my previous videos, they're already DMing me, spamming me messages, but I will get back to you, I promise you. I hope you guys have a great day, maybe learn something from the video, and just remember to be careful.